You guys, I have your girl has officially applied to Harvard. I can't believe it. Yeah, I am applied. I'm gonna talk more about it later. But the application process has finished. It took me a couple of months. Yeah, there's so much I want to talk about. Maybe I'll do like a whole video unto itself about what it was like to apply to Harvard. But yeah, I'm applied, baby. Now it's just a waiting game. And it feels good to have that done. And if I get in, I will not be going on campus, by the way. I think I said that before. I guess maybe sometimes I'd be on campus, but the majority of the time, I will be doing my courses online because that's the beautiful thing about 90% of it online, and I don't have to live there. But it's funny because I went to college before I dropped out of college. I went to college at Harvard. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I went to college 10 minutes from Harvard, and I used to go to Harvard all the time when I was in college. My college was about 10 minutes away from Cambridge, where Harvard is, and I had a lot of friends that went to Harvard, even my professors. It's so crazy how life works, right? A lot of my professors that taught at my school also taught at Harvard. And I remember my statistics teacher, she taught at Harvard as well. And she always said to me, you would be great at Harvard. You should apply. Hectic. I got amazing character references. I got the leader of the United Nations, the president of the UN, not the president of the International Affairs of the United Nations. We met in Afghanistan on the plane. I told you guys how we met. I actually have his business card. He told me, I met a guy. That's the beautiful thing about traveling. You never know who you're gonna meet. You meet the coolest people. Anyways, we were on a plane to Afghanistan. This was last September, just September of last year. Everyone was crowded around me on the plane because they couldn't believe that I was going into Afghanistan. They're like, there's no way. You're just going inside Afghanistan. Yeah, long story short, we talk. He gave me his business card. He's the one who told me, if you ever need anything, you let me know. He gave me his business card and I called him. I was like, I'm applying to Harvard and I would love if you could give a character reference. But yeah. He gave me his business card. And he's like, I had my teacher who taught me how to speak Chinese. In China, when I lived in China, I went to school at Huashida, which is an amazing school in China. My teacher who taught me how to speak Chinese, she gave me a character reference. It was just, I don't know, I'm gonna make a whole video about what it was like to apply to Harvard and the process and all that stuff. And I also took an IQ test. This wasn't required to get into Harvard. An IQ test is not required at all. That's silly. I took one because I wanted to know my IQ. And yeah, I'm not gonna put my IQ, but your girl ain't stupid, okay? Just saying, your girl ain't stupid. It's not just a bunch of water up here. Although sometimes I act like there it is. I am obsessed with this book. I literally have been, so I've been on a very strict reading schedule. This also is not required, but it's something that a lot of Harvard people do. There's like a Harvard reading list, and it's like all the books you should read before you go to Harvard, just books of every subject. And I feel like if I get into Harvard, I'm gonna be around, like I said, I will be going online, but there will be times I probably will go to Harvard to do things on campus, you know? So if you guys watch my vlogs back in January, I told you I started this very strict reading schedule. When I was in Japan, I started my reading schedule. And so I said I wanted to read 3 books a week And I don't always read 3 books a week. Sometimes I just do 1 book a week, but I've been reading about 1 to 3 books a week since the start of the year. Because like I said, if I get into Harvard, I'm going to be around a bunch of smart people. Even when I'm not on campus, I will be there sometimes. I'm going to be around a bunch of smart people. I don't want to be an idiot. Smart people, right? So I was like, I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to be the stupid one on campus. I saw this video one time, of like people will go on Harvard campuses and ask the Harvard students a bunch of questions. Like, I don't know, like a random question. I don't know, just they'll come up with random questions, like a really hard math equation or like a history question, like what president only served 164 days and then died. You know what I mean? Those kind of questions. So I was like, and the Harvard students, they're mad smart. So I was like, I'm not going to be the idiot on campus. Okay. So I started a very, very strict reading schedule. I read 1 to 3 books a week, and I only read educational books. I've been reading books like informational books, psychological books, history books. And I never dabbled into fiction because I just always felt like fiction was a waste of time. Like, I was always like, if I'm reading, I want to be learning something. So I've never been into fiction. So I've always avoided it until about 5 people told me I needed to read this freaking book. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dabble in a fiction book, even though it's not a waste of time, because reading is still good for you no matter what. Reading strengthens your mind. And so I was like, I will get 1 fiction book, even though I'm not learning anything in this book. Let me tell you guys how this book has just completely taken over. It has taken over my life for the past week. You guys, I go to the gym every day at 6 a.m. The last 2 days when I went to the gym, they were looking at me like, are you okay? Because I was so tired because I haven't been sleeping. This book is so, oh my word, it took my whole heart. I was so invested. I was crying. I literally sat in silence when I finished the book. I just sat in silence for like 30 minutes. I couldn't move because it just took over my life, this book. I haven't been able to think about anything else. And I even considered not reading the second one because it's too emotional. Like, I was so emotionally invested in this book, and it took me on a whirlwind of emotions. And so I was like, do I even get the second book? And so me and my friends have been reading it together. It's fun because we have like this cute little book group chat. And so my friend's here in Dubai. And so my girls, we're all in this group chat talking about this stupid book. And like, we're like, do we get the second one? But we have to get the second one to like, so we can keep talking about it. Anyways, I felt like I was wasting, that's something I struggle with. I don't like wasting my time, and sometimes I won't let myself have fun because I'm like, I don't like to do things that are meaningless or stupid, but it's not meaningless. Although I didn't learn anything in this book, it was so enjoyable to read. If anyone is looking, if you're into sci-fi, if you're into fiction, it's romantic, it's love, it's a lot of blood too, and gore, which I'm usually not into, but I could take it in this book. It's about a girl who is in love. She falls in love when she doesn't think she can, and she falls in love with a beast. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. It's giving Hunger Games. It's giving Twilight. It's very that. I'm usually not into those kind of things, but this book is just, ugh. And when I tell you, I cried like 3 or 4 times. And I kind of resonated with the girl because she's like a loner, and her heart grew cold. And then she found this man, this gorgeous man, and he's trying to soften her very cold heart. And she ends up, I'm not going to give too much away, but she ends up being in a position where she has to save his life. Even though he was telling her, no, forget about me, because he's in a lot of trouble. And she risks everything for this man. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. And yeah. Woo! So there's a second. I brought that up because although I'm on a strict Harvard reading schedule and I'm reading very, very intense books, I've been reading very intense, very serious books the entire year. I was like, I'm going to take a fiction break. So yeah, I need to go get the second book. I finished this book today. It took me 2 days. It's 500 pages. It's long. It's not a short book, but you can't not put it down. So it took me 2 days to finish this. So yeah, in the back, you can see this is the second book. I'm gonna go get it. A Court of Mist and Fury. Number 1 is A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Mist and Fury is the second one, and I'm gonna go head to the mall right now. I usually avoid the Dubai Mall at nighttime because it just gets so packed. I am a grandmother. I go to the mall at, I don't know, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. I'm gonna go to the mall at night because I need the second book. I also need to get 2 more books on my Harvard reading list. On the Harvard reading list, it's a list of books, 100 books to read before you go to Harvard. There is 1984, and I read 1984, but when I was in school. So I'm old. I'm 28, so it's been over 8 years. It's been over 9 years that I've read that book, so I need a refresh of 1984. So I'm gonna go get that book. I also need to get the second one of this. I also need to get some other things because we are leaving Dubai soon. I also need to ship orders. I'm gonna head to ship off orders for my website. If you don't know, on Maryjane, that was my old website. If you don't know, on my website, youngtraveler.org, I'm selling the real alma oils. Go grab it on my website while I'm still here, while it's still available. It's a set of 2 on my website, and I put cute little camels. How cute. I make the packages really cute. You can get it on my website. This is the real alma oil. You can only get it in the Middle East. This is the real deal. It's the halal version. They're made here in Dubai. If you get these anywhere else, you're getting the fake ones. So let's go to the mall. Again, I hate going to Dubai Mall at night, so let's just see if it's packed. Usually it's only packed on Friday night, Saturday night, so we'll see. But I need to get the second book, and I need to get some more books, and I need to ship orders. So. Good evening. Thank you. Hi. Ridiculously crazy packed. I'm not even in the main part of the mall yet. This is my spot. I know exactly where my book is too. I know exactly where it is. I know where both of my books are because this is my second home. So, A Court of Thorns. This is the one. They don't have the second book. They have book number 1, book number 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have book number 2. gonna cry. Do we skip? I don't know what to do. I'm going to the Christian book section because they put the Christian books all the way in the back. Because this is a Muslim country. So they hide the Christian books all the way back here. See, here we are. I think I want Mere Christianity. Yeah, I need this one too. I need to reread this. And I know where 1984 is. It's in this literature section. Oh, here it is. 1984. Yep. It's exactly what I needed. I got some stuff for you guys. I got some stuff for a giveaway. Alright, I need to get out of here. No. Oh, no. I need to get up out of here. You guys, every time I walk past that freaking avocado, I want it. I want this stupid avocado so badly. But I feel like it's a stupid purchase. That avocado. I want this so badly. It's so cute. I'm not gonna get it. I don't need it. Right. Your avocado. Oops. I don't need the avocado. I leave through Chinatown because if you leave the main entrance of the mall, you'll be in line for 40 minutes. If you leave through Chinatown, you can leave. Oh, okay. If you leave through Chinatown, you can get an Uber immediately. If you get an Uber in the main entrance of the mall, I'm telling you, you'll be in line for an hour waiting. Back here isn't packed. I got my books, I got everything I need, I got my tea. It is time to leave. It's 10 p.m., but the mall is still packed until 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm back. I wanted to show you guys what I got from the mall. So I just went and shipped a bunch of packages. By the way, it's still available for a few more days. If you want the alma oil, it's available on my website. I'll put the link in the description. I am doing a big giveaway for anyone who gets stuff on my website. So even if you get a guide, I've got my Dubai guide is up. I put everything in that guide. I put where to stay, how much money you need, where to eat, all that. A huge Dubai guide and itinerary on my website. So anyone who gets anything on my website, even if it's a guide to hair products, whatever, I'm doing a big giveaway. I'll be doing a giveaway every month, every 30 days. So I think I'm going to announce this giveaway winner on the 21st of this month, and then every single 21st I'll have a new giveaway winner, and I'm gonna pick you guys at completely random. For now, it's whoever gets something on my website. I'm just going to pick you randomly, a website purchaser, and I'm gonna do a big giveaway. I'm still putting it together though. I'm not finished. So I just went to Sephora and I picked up some more stuff for the giveaway. Some of my favorite hair masks. I got one of my favorite lip masks. This is amazing from Tatcha. I talked to you guys about how much I love the Amica products. I got my favorite this is the face wash I use. I told you guys this is my favorite conditioner. I just got a bunch of stuff, but I'm not finished, so I'm not gonna show what the giveaway is because it's going to be also all the alma oil products, the rice water products will all be in the giveaway too. And I'm going to put snacks and probably some tech. I might put some tech items in the giveaway. It's going to be huge, and I'm going to do one of those every 30 days, like I said. So I'm still putting it together, but if you would like to enter for the giveaway, you can just by getting anything on my website. Like I said, every 30 days, I'm going to pick somebody who's purchased anything on my website at random, and I'm going to give back to you guys who have been so supportive of me. It means so much. Anyone who gets anything, I want to make that clear. Anyone who gets anything on my website, I'm just so eternally grateful. Thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you guys for watching and keeping up with everything I do or anything I do. It means so much to me. So I just want to give back in a way for the support by doing these monthly giveaways. So I also want to show you the books I got. I picked up these 3 books. So I'm actually like, what? I was taken back. I was upset because I went to go buy this the second book. So the first book I finished is A Court of Thorns and Roses. The second book is called A Court of Mist and Fury. It's this one. They were sold out. I'm like, but they had every other book. They had this one, this one, this one. I'm like, they said the middle one's A Court of Mist and Fury is completely sold out. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna skip. I got the next book. This is book 3, A Court of Wings and Ruin. Now, I'm not going to read this. I'm just gonna go to another bookstore probably tomorrow to look for the second one. But I'm like, since I'm there, I'll get the third one because I would have gotten the third one anyways. Okay, so that, and then I got 1984 because this was on the Harvard reading list. But I have read this before, just not in like the last 8 years. Wanted to brush up on it. Good book. And I got Mere Christianity. Can you believe this was on the Harvard reading list? Although the Harvard reading list is like, it's not an official reading list from Harvard. It's just a thing. It's just a list that people put out that like you should read, or you should have read these books if you're going to attend Harvard. Mere Christianity was on there. I read Mere Christianity probably like 10 years ago. So I definitely wanted Mere Christianity again. So those are the books I got, my new books. I will finish these probably this week. I'll probably finish these this week. Maybe not this one, like I said, because I'm not going to read it yet. But if I can find a court of if I can find A Court of Thorns and Furries, wait. A court of, what's it called? A Court of Mist and Furries. Then I'll get that. Okay, I freaked out on this guy at the mall, by the way. I usually ignore people, but I get really protective over, because I know a lot of you guys say you get inspired by me to travel the world solo. So I always think about, there's girls out there who travel because of me solo, and I always get really protective because, and I know how to hold my own. I've got eyes in the back of my head. I'm always watching my surroundings. I've been stalked before. I told you guys about those stories, and people have followed me, and all kinds of crazy stuff has happened to me. So I'm just so on my P's and Q's all the time, but that doesn't mean everyone always is. And I noticed this guy following me at the mall and is old creep. There's a difference between a guy genuinely trying to say what's up, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if a man attracted and he wants to say hi, that's different than a creep. You guys know what I mean. And this guy was being a creep. He was following me, he was stalking me, and I pretended I didn't notice. And I was jackknifing, I was switching directions in the mall, you know, and he was following me. He thought he was slick. And he's doing the whole licking lips thing. When he saw me, he's licking his lips. Like, I don't know who he was licking his lips at. He was an old fart. And I don't know what he thought, what was gonna happen. He's licking his lips, and I go out the back way of the Dubai Mall, because if you go, like I told you guys, if you go out of the entrance, the front, you will be in line. Even if you get an Uber or just a regular taxi, you will be in line for an hour. So if you go out of Chinatown, like I showed you, no one goes out that way. There's no one out there. And he's following me to Chinatown. I'm just like, so I just kind of slow down. I'm pretending that I'm you know, gonna make another turn back towards the mall. He turns back towards the mall with me, and I kind of just stop and look at him, and he's licking his lips and looking up and down. And I'm just like, usually I ignore people, you know, and just mind my business. But it's like something snaps in my head, and I'm like, my girls are out here. There are girls who are inspired by me to travel solo. And I know some of you guys are out here solo. And what I think about is you guys who are out in the world who are like, oh, I'm traveling solo because MJ on YouTube inspired me. And I think about those creeps. So I'm like, nah, I don't let them get away with it. So I literally took my headphones off. I took my headphones off a walk. He was so excited. He thinks I'm coming to talk to him. And I'm like, is there something you need? And I just told him, like, come to the mall, get what you need, and then leave. Like, leave girls alone, like, straight up. I'm like, honestly, leave young girls alone. I'm like, how old are you? He had to be in his 60s, like late 50s, 60s, but he looked like one of those, okay, maybe he wasn't 60. I'm doing too much. Maybe he was 55, maybe he was 50. But you could see, like, he probably worked out at the gym. He had muscles, and like he had a muscle shirt on, and he did have big muscles. And you could tell he was one of those guys who thought he looked really good. And so that's probably where he got his audacity from. I don't know. And so more than I was trying to protect myself, I'm thinking about you guys. I'm thinking about, what if one of my subscribers was in the Dubai Mall or anywhere by herself, and this creep is coming after her? So I just let it, because I'm like, I don't want him to do this to anyone else. Although Dubai is so safe, you guys. It's not a place you got to worry about getting hurt. Trust me, it is one of the safest places, especially when it comes to females. This is a Muslim country, and the men don't play about females. They do not play about females. So it's really stupid of men to act like that in Dubai, because they will put your butt underneath the jail if you try to hurt girls or you do anything weird in Dubai. Honestly, they don't play around. So anyways, I just told him, I'm like, listen, come to the mall, get what you need, and go back to wherever your hotel is. Stop messing with girls. Stop messing, because if you're coming after me, you're coming after other young girls. You and I are not the same age, and you know it. I'm like, stop messing with young girls. Just stop. Like, I'm not even trying to, you know, I'm trying to get straight to the point here. If you came to the mall to get something, get it and leave. I'm like, don't be stalking girls. Don't stalk girls, I said, because if they put the cameras on, which cameras are everywhere in Dubai. Listen, if you speed in Dubai, let's say you go over the speed limit, right? A police won't even pull you over. You'll just get a bill to your door. You will get a bill, and you have to pay that bill within like a week. Dubai doesn't mess around. They have cameras everywhere. They don't even tell you, right? So I'm like, if you're stalking girls, all I would have to do is notify somebody, and they could turn the cameras on and see. So don't even. He's like, oh, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. I'm like, yeah, like, honestly, like, if you came here to get something, get it and then leave. Or look for females your age, 50 and over, okay? Have a good night, sir. And the look on his face, the look on his face, he looked like he was just frozen. But the reason I did that is because if let's say the percentage was 80 that he would have gone to go after other girls, now maybe the percentage is like 20 or 10. You know what I mean? Like, he probably was super embarrassed, and like, he won't do it to somebody else now. That's one who likes to be mean to people. Honestly, I think mean, rude people are just the scum of the earth. I honestly hate people who have attitude. Hate is a strong word. I can't stand when people are just angry and rude and a-holes and just mad at the world and just mean. I can't stand mean people. And like, I really try not to be mean. I really do. I try to be the nicest person I possibly can to complete strangers, to Uber drivers, to taxi drivers, to cashiers, to who's ringing up my Starbucks, to people online. I would never in a million years leave a hate comment or a rude comment under anyone's picture, anyone's video. Never. I try so hard to be as sweet as I possibly can. If I come outside of myself and I'm like deliberately mean, I'm going to do it for a reason. So like I felt like that was a good reason to be like, not mean, but like mean. I really was kind of being like, you're disgusting for stalking. Like I was watching you the whole time. I was really trying to instill in him, let me never do this again. And maybe I'm not as cute as I think I am, because you could see he really thought he was cute. Like he really did. And I'm just like, where's your audacity coming from? Why are you hitting on young girls? Get a wife. If you don't have a wife, don't look for her in the Dubai Mall. Don't go after young girls, because there's a lot of young girls that walk around Dubai Mall by themselves. A lot. And they are safe. It's Dubai. They are safe, but I still don't play that. He was a tourist. He wasn't a native. He was clearly from the United States. So yeah, anyways, that was just funny. I also went to Bershka. This is where I get my favorite jeans in the world. You guys know I love a baggy jean. A baggy jean is everything to me. I'll wear them every day of my life, and I get my favorite baggy jeans. Actually, the jeans I have on right now are from Bershka. So I went and got another pair of my favorite jeans. I always size up like 4 sizes. I like my jeans baggy, like huge. So I got a really big size. Yeah, I got like 4 sizes bigger than what my size is. They're just the perfect jean. They're wide legs. I think they're called skater jeans. But they're just so cute. They're my favorite. So I just got another pair of the jeans I always wear from Bershka. Check Bershka out. I get the men's jeans because, yeah, I like the men's. I like the baggy. You guys know my style. I like baggy. Oh, you know what? I like feminine stuff. I'm really comfortable in the baggy stuff. Let's put it that way. And then I got a dress. How pretty! How pretty is it? It's just a simple red dress. Not floor length, goes down to my ankles. Just how pretty is that? From Bershka. Bershka has good stuff if you go in there at the right time. They've got good stuff. How cute is that? Just a simple red dress. So yeah, I thought that'd be really, really, really cute. That's everything I got. That's everything I got. So I think I'm gonna close out this vlog. If you wanna get anything on my website, go get something. If you wanna enter into my giveaway, and like I said, I'll be doing a giveaway every 30 days for anyone who makes any kind of purchase on my website. And it'll be big. I'm gonna make this giveaway really big of literally all of my favorite things. And I'll see you guys in my next video, whatever video that is. If you are a praying person, pray for me that if it's God's will for me to get into Harvard, that I get in. And I love you guys. And if you do pray for me, I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.